What's up, guys? Big Wheel Dog 82 in the soil here, and I just wanted to give an update, number one, on my Bioassay restart because we just had problems. And then I also was going to share with you guys some early hauls of my carrots, just testing them out, seeing where they're at, how big they are. Plus, I really just want to eat some. So here we go. All right, first one we got, and I'm probably going to screw up the names of these, so I'll have to put the names in there as I go along. But the first one, I believe, is called a Rhodolica. I don't know. Anyways, nice size, nice and kind of on the slender side, but it's a decent size. Can't complain. I didn't have any issues with aphids on this one, and grown kitty litter bugs. So let's get the next. The next variety I have is called Imperator. Again, maybe not saying that correctly, but it'll be up there. And this one is a good bit chunkier than the others, and it's actually a little bit longer too. Once I do all the introductions of the three varieties I got, I'll put them side by side for you on camera. But another orange, pretty carrot, nice tops. Didn't really have any aphid issue on this one either. All right, the third one. Now this one, I do know how to pronounce right. It's the new Carota, and it's a stubbier carrot, more of a wedge shape. These tend to be really sweet when I've grown up, but this one, and then there's a fourth variety that's just not ready yet, that had real bad issues with aphids in the tops. And it doesn't matter how many times I sprayed with neem oil and try to get a grip on that situation, it just didn't stop. There's still aphids. I had to clean them off, and they're right here at the base, which affected the leaves a little bit, maybe the size of it, but it looked like it powered through for the most part. So all in all, I can't really complain too much. All right, so here's the three of them side by side. Again, that's the new Carota, the Imperator, which, like I said, is a good bit thicker and longer, and then the Rhodolica or whatever. So decent haul. Like I said, just a random three pick out of those three bins. I knew the fourth one, they're just too small. They're not ready yet. And I really wasn't sure where they were at as far as growth wise, but hey, they turned out good to me. And like I said, kitty litter bucket, who can beat it? Well, all you guys growing in the dirt, but if I had the land to do that with, I would, but working with what I got, and I'm not complaining. All right, let's get to the story of the Bioassay. Pretty early on, I thought I noticed differences in all the soil types, but the soil, I had kept it outside in my cheap outdoor greenhouse. So I figured with the up and down temps, maybe they were just having germination issues that were slowing down some versus the others. So I brought them inside. After a couple of days though, I started to see that one in two of the pots might have started breaking the surface, but I still saw promise because there was still cracking on the surface of the others. So I was like, well, yeah, maybe it's just delayed. Well, almost about a week went by, and I think I posted a shorts video just sort of kind of giving the quick snippet of what was going on. But what had happened was, out of the, let's see, I had what, the 4, 8, 12, so I had 24 plants, or seeds I would say. Out of the 24 of those, only 2 grew. So yeah, either A, I knew I had a problem with the soil, which would be more like compaction, or I buried them too deep. So what I did was I left the 2 that had green beans growing in them, because I was gonna cut them down to 2 anyways. So I went ahead and I poked in new seeds of a different variety, which is the Blue Lake 274s. But then the other ones, I went ahead and took each individual soil cup, dumped it out, added in some perlite to fluff it up. I fished out the 4 seeds, and right then is what I noticed what the problem was, and it was the same with all of them, which was the seeds had rotten. So that tells me that it's more likely just old seed, because those seeds were about somewhere around 2.5 years old. And it was a variety I didn't care about, so that's why I used them. So this time I went ahead and I used the same seed that I grew my green beans from this year. But that's the situation. But then I also added, other than the perlite, I kind of noticed 1 or 2 fungus gnats on my light. So that could come from either my compost, my leaf mold, or my worm castings. I don't think it's the worm castings though, because I don't have any gnats or any kind of flying insects in my worm bin. So that's the 2 culprits that I can think of. So what I did was, to remedy that problem and keep it from becoming bigger, is I just took a piece of a mosquito donut and I ground that up, and I sprinkled a little bit into each mix as I was refreshing it with the perlite, and then refilled each container, and then put 4 more seeds in each one of those. So we're done, we're restarted. I also soaked the beans too, just to make sure that they were good and that they plumped up on their own, and to make sure there were no floaters. So I've done just about everything I think I can to ensure a decent germination rate, provided the beans all cooperate. So with that, I'll take it right in there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we have it, the restart on the bioassay. Right now, we've got, as I said before, 4 again here, 4 here, 4 more here and here, and same parameters as last time, but I also added 1 here and another one in here. They're all different. So these 2 are Roma, and the rest of the seeds that I put in are 274s, I believe. So this is it. And it's got the starting date of today, which is the 17th. And then on these ones, as a reminder, I left the dates that I started on there and the new date. So here's crossing our fingers. I again added the perlite, mosquito dunks, sprinkled some of that into the actual soil mix on the 4 that I repotted. So here we go, we're all done, we're all started, and hopefully these will not take 2 weeks to sprout. Hopefully they should only take maybe about 5 days, 6 days. So, all right, that's where we're at. And there we have it. I wanted to make this a little bit shorter video for you guys, because there's really not a whole lot going on. So what I'm getting ready to do is, I got to make up some more neem oil spray so I can hit the rest of them carrots with. And that's about it. Everything. Oh, and eat them. I'm eating them for sure. But yeah, that's it. So thanks for coming back. Thanks if you're interested in this whole series. Unfortunately, it's getting restarted, but I think I'm gonna just go ahead and make this the second part, because it's kind of a continuation, but we'll see. Like I said, fingers crossed, everything works out, and the leaf water should be even more potent now that it's sat for about a week. I did have to top that off a little bit, but yeah, it should really show signs that there's issues with that. So I'm looking forward to the results. So see you guys later. This is Big Wheel Dog 82 in the soil, and I'm out of here. See you.